Hey guys, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Twitchi, still trapped inside the Icarus frame here. Last time we went around and we managed to make sure that our munitions was all tip top. We can actually go out with a whole bunch of missiles and bullets now. And my main concern, my main concern is the hive. But my main concern for today is to go and take over Lesath 4. There are plenty of bases on here that I need to go and take over. They are threatening me right now, but not as much as the hive is threatening me. We'll very shortly be having a little conflict with the hive, and I'm just going to hang around on this planet where I have the greatest amount of defenses waiting for them. They've managed to build up as big as they are, it turns out, from the fact that I've been ignoring that planet over there, and they've been sending resources back and forth, and it's actually become a real problem. For the next little bit, I'm going to be dealing with something that I forgot all about. If we come down here, so I did bullets, I did missiles, and we've got turrets and stuff elsewhere around the factory. I'm not that bothered about that. But down here, next to the Tree of Contemplation, take a moment, we have a singular type of drone being made. And it turns out that actually, over the past couple of episodes, we've made some pretty serious advancements in drone technology. I was going to build this up over that end, but you know what? I think I'm going to use this as an output, and I'm going to use the access to this entire belt's worth, this main bus that I made at the beginning of the game and only reused for half the stuff. I'm going to use this to make better and more advanced drones, because we are about to have a problem. But more importantly, as I say, I want to go off to Lesath number 4. There's Lesath 1 behind us, the gas giant we are currently in orbit of, and here comes the dark fog. Whilst they're on their way, I'm just going to have a look and say, okay, we need a prototype, we need a green engine, we need circuit, and we need grating. Circuit, well, there's the green engine, there's the circuit. The grating, though, is all the way over here. Do we hit a... no, those are prisms here. This is the output. Okay, that's going to be a little bit more awkward to get to. Let's stand behind a charging pylon here. Stand behind a charging pylon here and see where the assault is coming from. 15 bad guys at the moment, coming from 2 separate directions. Okay, this is interesting. This is a tactic we've not seen them use before. It's not going to be a problem, though. I'm just going to have a look over our numbers here. A stone's down to 500,000. Copper is also running out. These are definite issues that I need to address at some point. Now, I'm hoping that taking over Lesath 4 will actually provide us a lot of what we need. Look at all of that stone. 31 million, in fact. Not the copper, though. I don't know where we're going to get the copper from. That is definitely something to keep an eye on. Supposedly up there, I don't see any missiles being launched yet, but you know it's going to happen at some point. I have recently gone around and replaced all of the turrets with better quality missiles. Well, the turrets are the same. The missiles inside are now of a different quality. These guys are taking their time. I could have made the whole factory if I'd just been quiet and carried on making stuff. I could have got that all finished and had all the drones done by now. Instead, we are waiting. I don't know what the current range of my my missiles is. I suspect it to be like 3 or 4 kilometers, and they're telling me here that they are only 4 kilometers away. So perhaps there will be some. Oh, look at this! Look, what is this? They're the missiles go. Okay, I was expecting to see it on the map, but it turns out no, we don't get to watch it on the map. That is unfortunate. All right, well that's something learned for the future. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to quickly knock out some. Oh look, we could upgrade it. Boom. We could work out some drones here. I'm going to have a precision drone and whatever the other one is called. Let's have a look in here. And an attack drone. I'm probably just going to have the attack drone. Let's be honest. But then also Corvette is something I need to look into, because that is Space Fleet. Space Fleet is something new for us. Okay, a small little drone factory has been finished here. I'm not going to keep any of the prototypes on hand. I'm just going to feed them onto the belt and let them feed along here. We've then got a precision drone being made with like a whole bunch of stuff coming in here. It got to share the circuits. That was pretty nice, and I can grab as many of those as I like. And then we've got an attack drone over here. Most of the items actually came from that spot, that little weird production zone we've got over there. That was a little more trouble. Yeah, look at that one. A little more trouble than I really wanted it to be, but we got there in the end, and I've made 21 attack drones. I would like, obviously, a lot more. So what I'm going to do is go around and, fill up these bottom slots with things like... with things like bullets, and maybe we'll go grab a few... Well, no, this is what I'm going to grab most of. Damn, just filled up my entire inventory with missiles. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we're going to go and take over Lasaf 4. Where do you reckon I built the turrets? Maybe we should move them up there at some point, but I believe them to be right here, complete with terrible... You know what? I'm just going to get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Really, I should transfer this up to the top, but that's fine. What is this random stuff here? Just gonna delete it. Don't want it. But I will take a stack of turrets. Right, beautiful. I think the other thing I want to make sure I've got is power conduit. That's good. And I've got a bunch of rave receivers. I think we might actually be ready to roll. Let's open up here. I don't really want to do any development when we get there. I just want to take over the entire place. The real question is, do I geothermal or do I just fill it in? Because when we take over a dark fog base, we get the option of how to deal with the remnant. I think I'm going to grab some geothermal power. Okay, I grabbed myself 15 geotherms. I think that's good enough to get going. Here we go. What do I think is going to wait for us over there? I think it's probably going to be a little bit easier than we expect, because I have done a whole bunch of upgrades to my mech here. There's not much room left on the research grid for too much more. And mostly the fight was easy early on as well. So what is going on with my camera on the bottom left there? Just went through the world that I left, despite the fact that I left there ages ago. How far away is it behind me? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Oh, zooming in and out also works on... Oh, look. Ooh. Look at that. Sorry, looking at the very tiny screen in the bottom left there. Sorry, the void of the dark leads to crazy things. Bam. Okay, we have landed. I think I want to head north. Is it north? I don't know which side. Oh, look, there. That's where I want to be going. Yeah, that one's a little bit dodgy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get round that base, though. I've got a feeling, like I say, that it's not going to be... Oh, I went wide anyway, so that's fine. I've got a feeling it's not going to be quite as bad as I was expecting. Oh, look at this. We could just build a little loop around here and it'll all be good. Wait, whoa. What are you guys doing? Please stop. Okay, I've got one of my drones out. That's fine. Let's put a gun turret down here. Let's fill it with the best bullets that we've got. Let's realize that it's got no power. Deal with that as well. For some reason, I thought the solar panels were going to power it directly. That's a silly assumption. I don't know why I thought that. Okay, so now can we take this thing out over here? Wait, Zed. So we've done a lot of damage, actually. We've done a lot of that. Why is that guy still hassling me? Let's move my camera a little bit here. I can't attack him, but he can attack me. Okay, that's good. Really, I should have not died. Should have run away. That's what I should have done. I was expecting better things of that. For some reason, I just couldn't put down a missile turret. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on there. So there's a part of me that wants to cut that, right? That wants to splice this in just after we were talking about the map view and be like, oh look, I've landed on the planet for the first time. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, which way we going? Oh look, we've landed on the correct side of the planet this time, so that I can travel up here and get some power and stuff down before we actually get to, yeah, if I put that down like that, before we actually get into a fighting situation. I'm going to put one of these down here, one of these down here, and then one of these behind it, and then hopefully I can't do that there. You there? No, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why. Why do you not? There we go. Brought you up, and then you like that. Okay, that should be now. We've got a little defensive structure up and running. I want to let's take a blueprint of this. I don't know whether that's really great, but you know, we're going to take it. I need to be on the same line. Hello, how you doing? We've got problems already. I basically want to put this here, and here, and see what happens with that, right? Like, maybe if we're lucky. I wish there was a way of auto-filling the turrets. I don't know if there is. Maybe there is, and I'm just unaware. Press this, do that, do this. I'm fairly sure holding them in my hand would have been quicker and easier, right? That could have been the way. Yes, here, let's slam that down like that. That sounds the winner. Like, I could have grabbed this, got boom, boom, like so, and then the missiles go down like that. Okay, and now that should be good. Do you know what I haven't brought with me that I really should have? Signal towers. Oh well, the biggest threat on the map is now gone. I like that. I like that a lot. We're gonna get our power, our geo. Oh, I didn't make the geothermals. Dang. Oh look, this thing's still active. Let's get rid of that. Thanks. Do I run back and get them? I'm very close. Like, we've got a defensive structure up and running now. I feel like we could just go. Can I put these? I only go in this one. They're not going to fit in it. Oh look, it fits there. Did I put it on a? Is this blueprint straddling grid lines? Yeah, I think that's the case. Okay, all right. We need to rebuild that when we come back as well. All right, I am going to go get some more geothermal plants. These suns are so hilariously small. These stars, I should say, relative to their planets. There's no way this planet should be blotting out that star at this distance. Just no chance, no chance. I should be like burnt a crisp from the very, very surface of the thing I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I wanted geothermal plants. Okay, I've returned. I'm looking around and I'm basically seeing two that are very much up for attacking right now, as in they're in my field of view, and how dare they be in my field of view? Can we get away with more? I don't have it stored anymore. Okay, we're gonna have to build a new little attack system here. I'm fine with that. We can get away with that. I didn't realize I had so few Gatling turrets at me on me, so let's just put these two down together like this with a little power system. I'll put these in, but I feel like that's not going to save it like that. Grab this. It's in the middle of the grid, so we shouldn't have any problems. And now I just delete this all and we carry on our march down. At some point I'm going to decide that I'm too close and I need to put defenses down. Maybe about here actually. Let's just do that right there. No bullets. No bullets. I kind of hate that. I hate that a lot. A lot of my team have gone out though. We've got two little guys on their way. Yeah, I'll pick everything up you've just dropped. Thanks very much. Don't mind if I do. Look at all this stuff here. Great. Let's put down some a little bit closer, shall we? And just get. Oh no, it doesn't like that. Collide with another object. What are we colliding with? I disagree. Are we colliding with that? Is that the problem? How about if we put it up here? Okay, so it might maybe a grid size thing again. That would make me sad. That would make me sad. Are they colliding together? Is that what's going on? How do I get these guys to just like beat up this area here? They seem to be doing okay. Can we concentrate on that? We can. Okay, good. Oh well, that was actually kind of simple. We slap a geothermal down, give it a power conduit. Do these connect? Okay, great. Let's throw another one of those down as well and look around for the next one. I think I'm just going to carry on southwards for the moment, and we'll see what we can do about them on the way. Brilliant. Is this too close already? Can I put down you there? I feel like that is a good move there. A little bit out of range, but I think we're okay. I say we're a little bit out of range, and immediately the crew goes to town, so I think I'm all right with that. Can use my bullets nice and easily. Both my units have got 8 out of 8 still. In the top right, we can see what's going on. I'm just very nicely, very handily destroying these guys. Last bits to be taken out. I mean, that was good. That was good. I don't know who the angry base is. We should find out. I don't want defense. I want power. You, thank you. There and there. Okay, great. And yeah, we'll go find out what's going on. There should be some bits to pick up somewhere. Okay, which group? Which group? There is maybe them over there. Maybe we could go over that way. It is literally that group. This group here. Okay, all right. Let's do it. I don't see any reason why not. It's not quite the south direction that we were going, but I'm okay to take a little deviation every now and then. I prefer to stick to the plan, but when there is an obvious and dangerous threat, I think it's probably okay to deal with that first. You guns, you missiles, and then we take control here. This is I'm kind of surprised how few armaments we actually need to go through all of this. 2 turrets and it's enough to take everything out, particularly with my drones. It's great. It's really good. Do wish they highlighted the bits that are on the floor a bit more though. Okay, next biggest threat is on the other side of the planet, so I'm just gonna carry on walking this way, I guess. Are these connected? I gotta make sure these are connected. And then we're going that way. Oh look, we've crossed into the northern hemisphere, like the actual. I suppose it's not a hemisphere at this point, but oh no! Slap you down. Put some turrets and things in there. I guess it's not a hemisphere because hemi is half, and like we're definitely less than half. But we've entered that northern cap region. This shouldn't be too much of a trouble. There's the base taken out. There's all the bad guys taken out. Okay, beautiful. Okay, pole to pole was a good run. Let's put this down here. No. Collide with other objects. How about here? Okay, that's good. A little bit worried that they were too tight with each other there. Maybe we could also creep one of these a little bit further forwards. If we slap that down, put you there, open this up and be like, can we please just oh, I bet we could even build up a supernova. It's gonna cause some trouble. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, we got some units incoming. Where from? That direction. I'm just gonna walk at them, I think. I actually don't think. Oh yeah, look, here they come. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a trouble at all. The only way that's gonna be trouble is if they catch me off guard, which there are 210 units coming. All right, we managed that. Good work. Okay, which ones can we see from the North Pole? We got those over there. Okay, let's go down and I don't know. Do I want to? I'm just gonna build a new line. I suppose we are electrifying this planet at the same time. Okay, that's fine. That's a cool thing to be doing. Especially as we are definitely going to be coming up here and taking over. I mean, like, look at all this titanium and stone and everything else we need. All the things that we're running out. Copper is a bit light on the ground, but that is something else we need to keep an eye out for. Is the copper? No, colliding. How about that? Colliding. Okay, this is not good. Okay, we're somewhat under attack, and I'm just gonna put my own bits down. Let's up here at the top attack. Let's get chain gun down because they do me well on the defense, and then the missiles down because they do me well on the attack. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna copy and paste this again. They're a little bit further apart, so that will be useful to me. Thank you. How's the actual attack going? Let's move those in. Brilliant. Wonderful. I like that a lot. We could just fill this in with concrete, and I've got the concrete on me, but it seems a waste when we could get power from it. Like, yeah. Oh, and there goes the seed. It's not the seed. I can't remember what that is. Like base core or relay station or something like that. Okay, we've only got 2 left to go and take out. This one over here and this one over there. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna sideways shuffle my way this way. Do we follow the meridian line here, or the latitude line, I suppose? That was not very helpful. Look, they're not connected. It's terrible. Why would I do that? Okay, I don't know how close I want to get before I'm like, okay, that's good enough. Let's put these here. Bam. Oh no, I'm out of bullets. You are kidding me. How are we out of it? Okay, well, here's some turrets. It's not like I've been leaving any behind. We must have been destroying these. Wow, I'm somewhat surprised, somewhat shocked. Let's grab all these parts. I mean, I seem to be able to mostly take this whole thing over myself, so I'm not that bothered. Building destroy. Oh no! They're taking out my stuff. I can't have that. Look at them over here. Look at them. Take them out. Take them out. What building got destroyed? I don't even know where they are right now. All right, well, that's maybe I'll just go take their base out, and then we'll listen to them. Listen to. I bet they're taking out that way. Okay, away we go. I forgot that I could just like I don't know. Look at the alarms at the top here. Oh, we've paid a price. There's no. Oh no, there's no rechargeables here. By rechargeable, I mean fuel. There's no fuel here. Okay, on my way to deal with the carnage of this point. I can't believe they actually got around to taking a whole bunch of my buildings out. That is kind of crazy, but we'll go from here, I guess. Let's pop that over there. I don't even feel like I need to get that close anymore. Pop this down here. Again, out of real bullets, but we get to put the missile turrets down, and suddenly everything's just like carnage everywhere. Let's press this button. Take all this out myself as well. When you need to do it properly, yeah, do it yourself. I'm not out of drones. Where are my drones? Why are they looking like they're not here? Launch the fleet. Thanks. I wonder what was going on with that. Why didn't they launch themselves? Also, why aren't these fleets going after the bad guys? I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, we got them. There's a few things here that actually do the damage, and then everything else is just kind of fodder to worry about. Is that everyone? No, there is still one more. There still is one more. And man, am I hurting from this protracted military campaign right now. Whew. Where did all my bullets go? How did all my bullets go? I think that's more the point. Energy shard? What's an energy shard? I've never seen one of those before. Okay, that's everything off the floor. Dark fog fuel, a chemical fuel obtained from the dark fog debris. When providing energy to Icarus, its internal molecular structure simulation mechanism can accelerate the speed of the replicant. Okay. Oh, if you use it as a fuel, it speeds up your replicator. What would it be used as a product for? It says when this item uses raw material sprayed with proliferator, you get to choose the bonus, but like what's it being used in? What recipe? Okay, this last one I must have forgotten about it because there is wow, yeah, there's a missile turret here. We got people. There was literally just a base sat there waiting for us. I must have just not capped it. Perhaps when the attack came over, that would make a lot of sense. Well, that was this planet completely taken over. Hoo-yah. Wait, there's no silicon veins here. What are you playing at? We get rid of that and then go, hey, not decoration. Restore veins. Yeah, restore those veins. Give us a decorationless. Yeah, look at this. Okay. Well, I don't know why you just popped up here out of nowhere. What does this mean? What's this mean? And what's this mean? Okay, so the dark fog base must have covered it up. Must have, right? Okay, local planet's power over the past 10 hours. Nothing. Boom, geothermal. I wonder what this ledge here was. Maybe it was the first one I put down, then traveled back home to get the rest of the geothermal powers, and then up it goes. Because this is obviously the solar base load. That's fine. Look, you can see winter kick in. Yes, that winter being depleted is a stones being depleted is a problem that we've got. Let's have a look at the SAF 2 for a comparison. 1.31 gigawatts, demanding 400. Just let's go with that because that gives us an idea. So 140. Okay, we've put a fair bit of power down. I mean, about a quarter of my factory's usage. And all we're going to do is use it to ship stuff. I don't know, this might be the first planet that we end up completely covering and turning into a full production planet. Because there's no water, there's no lava, there's no nothing here to hold us back. Okay, new planet needs new power and offensive situations. Let's see where the pole is. That one's actually kind of close to a geotherm. Let's go this way and see what we can do. Do I have the power to fly to the North Pole? I don't know. We'll find out as we head up towards there. I think this here, yeah, this is my nice little spot here. And the first thing I'm going to do, we're just going to nuke this entire spot. There are going to be some troubles with this because this is my entire power situation at this place. But what I actually want to do is put down, ooh, So I think I'm going to go with power first. That's definitely going to be the thing that we go for. We are not producing. Is it not in here? I've got loads in my inventory. Let's open these up. I know they're around somewhere. These relay repeaters. I want to put one up top, and then we want to try and figure out how close we can get these before they collide. I might just stick with the cardinal points. No. We're going to go like this. Sorry, by cardinal I meant like the grid intersections. We can only put on grid intersections, but I meant the major intersections here. But I was like, nah, actually, we're gonna pack these in as tight as we can, because power is the name of the game at this point. And once we've got a whole bunch of these set up, actually, do I want to take that away? Because there's something more important, something that we really need to make sure that we have got covered here, and I can't find it in my list. There they are. No, not the battlefield station, but indeed the planetary shield generator. So important right now. As you can see, it is building up, and when it does build up, it will provide a little bit of protection for us against the dark fog. Okay, so what do we want to do next? There's the ray receiver. Do I want to do a circle around here, and then we fill everything else in with solar panels or something? I think that might be the shout. Let's start actually on the major axes here and try and build in between that, because I'm fairly sure that was a thing that we did on the other planets. Okay, it's not a perfect circle, but I'll take it. We go like one more here, and then we just kind of squeeze it on that line as close as possible. I don't know what we're going to fill up all this extra space with. If you know, then let me know. Obviously, one of the best things we could be putting there is the EM rail ejectors, so that we can build the Dyson sphere a little more, but there's none of that going on right here, right now. What we need to do is actually figure out how we're going to get all of the materials on this planet back home. Anyway, we got ourselves a shield generator. You can see the bubble is going up here. Can we see it on the map? No, it doesn't actually show us. Hold up. There's got to be a way. If there is, I can't find it. This is the screen we've written. What if I click on... Yeah, there we go. If we click on there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is, once this has got full power, we need to go down to a certain point. I don't know how far. You know, I'm going to go slam one on the South Pole. I think that's probably the best idea. Let's also, whilst we're doing it... Now, I'm pressing all the buttons that I don't want to press. What I want to do is get one of these. Let's land. That's what I was trying to do. Get one of these, and then we're going to follow one of the meridians down to the South Pole. I think the one that we're going to call the prime meridian is this one right here. Why? No other reason than I want to. Is 41 going to be enough? That's a question right there. How far? I want to like click and drag, but it just doesn't seem to want to work. It only works on the release. That's unfortunate. That's not quite what I wanted, but all right, we'll do this. Okay, things are getting tight, but I think it's all going to work out. And then when we get back up to this end, we can knock this down and do pretty much the same. I'm going to throw interplanetary... No, I'm not. I was like, do I put an interplanetary logistics on the top pole, or do I put the planetary generator, the shield generator? And I thought for a while, long and hard about it, and it's definitely the shield generator that I want. But it does mean every now and then I go, oh yeah, I'll put the interplanetary logistics. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Because these guys, they can fly around wherever they want, whereas this, I mean, if I want it on the pole, it kind of has to be on the pole, right? Oh, look how big that is now. I just noticed the ray receivers have, look, they've got little space for the conveyor belt there. What's that about? Do I not want them going forwards and backwards? Do I want them going side to side so we can loop them around? I kind of feel like that might be the case. Look, if I put that there and press R, yeah, look at that. And then we can connect them together somehow. Why would I want to do that? Let's click this and have a look. Oh, it has an input. No, it doesn't. Photon generation. Maybe it's for the photon generation. Maybe. I don't know what that's about yet. I'm not that far in the game. We'll figure it out one day. Why are those two working, but these two not? Are we not in... Are we in southern winter or northern... Are we on the North or South Pole? I still don't know. If we press this and then press N... No, N. There we go. It locks the North Pole. What if I spin it around and then press N? Yeah, okay, so red is North Pole. Figured it out, found it out. It only took me 61 hours. Yay. Okay, that's all my ray receivers. What I'm actually going to do is pick these two up. They're kind of in the way for what I want to do, because the next thing we need to... Well, I mean, I've still got more not ray receivers, planetary shields to put down. But I tell you what, this stone vein is totally in my way, and that is something we need to figure out what we're dealing with here. That's a nice crater. I feel like the crater might be the perfect place that we put an interstellar logistics system down. Boom! And then we mine all of this lot up, right? And send this all home. I think that's the way we're gonna do it, because stone is really one of the things that we are running out of. Have these always been red? I thought they were blue for some reason. Maybe it's just because I've always been looking on them from down on top, but I didn't know they had red highlights there. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I find it interesting. I don't know whether you guys do, but I've been playing this for like 60 odd hours now, so noticing new things will indeed be very interesting to me. Okay, and as simple as that, stone goes. Is it being transited? It's not being transited, but we need to load that up, get more power rolling. Okay, well, eventually this stone might get out of here, but it's set and ready to go if nothing else. I believe it might very well. I've read some things online, you know, as you do, saying that the priorities for the interstellar logistics hub, or interplanetary, whichever one, is all based on proximity. So it will take the closest, unless you manage to set some other priorities up. I don't know if there was another way to set the priorities up, but as default, it goes for the closest. Which means this is going to take a while to empty out. Okay, so we're just going to count some grid lines here. We're like, I'm going to call this a major square. You see the 4x4? I'm going to call that a major square. So we're like 1 major square, 2 major squares, 3 major squares, 4 major squares. How far are we going? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say 9 major squares. All right, then we're going to count them again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I lost count already. We're gonna want a little overlap, so I'm counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so counting 9 puts me on the inside of what we would class as the prime building zone. There is, you know what, I need to try and get some power down here. The planet is split up into many little grids, and one of the little the most useful grid, if you will, is the one around the equator. It's nice and wide. It does all sorts of good things that we want to keep. Whereas the grids at the top here, wait, where's my defensive line? The grids at the top here, much smaller, less helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is put this right on the very corner there and see how that works out. Is it not powered? It is powered. All right, so I'm going to sit here for a little bit and watch it fill up and see if I need to put another one on the other side, and if that does an entire line down, then we'll do the same, you know, in a couple of extra places. So for all the meridians, I don't know whether we need like 4, we do, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 around the back, or whether we need like 6 or 8. I don't know. That's what I'm here to discover. Loads of people tell me that the minimum we need is 12. There are some people claiming 8. There are some who are like, no, only 6, 1 on each pole and 4 around the equator. But that takes up valuable building space, so I'm not interested in that one. I am interested in this one. Wow, the power is a problem here. Let's have a look at our stats. Power. Can I go? Yeah, local planet, that's brilliant. Over the past hour, so this is generation, and this is what is this? This big dip here, or this big spike of consumption. I wonder what caused that. But we can see that mostly, you know, planetary shield 1, planetary shield 2, planetary shield 3, maybe that might be what we're seeing there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, why not? So mostly the power is fine. Oh, these are definitely joining up with each other. That's good. I don't mind spending a few more buildings on appropriate power if I can get away with it. This is going to come all the way down. Can we only put 80 on each planet? Is that a thing? They've given us a limit on how many we can put down. I don't know why I would want to limit that, but okay. And this goes here. We're going to slam down a power relay, and then we're going to see how far we can walk with this. about that far, so I'm just going to start popping them down to connect up to the power grid. Do I actually want to put them on the line? Maybe. It just feels nicer, you know. Okay, even with the tiny bubble, it looks like the planetary shield covers everything we need to cover. Let's go and do that on all the different meridians, the 3 meridians that are left, and we'll see if that covers the whole planet. Well, this is quite the face to be seeing before we fill in all of the space. We've got another planetary generator over this side, another planetary generator over that side. They're both waiting to just power up, but then it looks like we've got the entire place ooh, that one's gonna fill it. Oh, look at that, it's going. We're gonna lose the little gap here. Oh, that's great, that's amazing, I love that. Which means the face is oh, look, it's got a Cyclops face now. That's cool. And eventually this one down here will also fill in. It's the one that we've only just recently put down, so that makes sense. And then we're going to have this entire area. Absolutely, that's a missile turret, not the fences. There we go. The fences are up. Eventually, this is going to be completely covered. And I think my work here for the moment is done. Actually, that's a lie. We need to grab all the resources. All of the resources. And after a lap around the planet, I do believe I got all of them. Well, I say that. I've looked around, I've checked everything. It looks like all the nodes have little mining setups. But if we come over to the remaining reserves here and go not yet planned, there's some that haven't been picked up. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe this isn't how we are actually set up. I mean, I feel like the collection plan talks about all the nodes that are underneath the collection sphere of a miner, which surely then means not yet planned is not under the collection sphere of a miner, but every single one of them seems to have, what about this one here? Yeah, every single one of them seems to have one of these little rings around it, which says that it is being produced, or at least mined and exploited. So I don't know why it thinks I'm not picking all of them up. Yeah, I don't understand. If you see the stone or titanium ores that I am not actively mining, let me know, because I really would like to know where they are. But anyway, with that said, I am going back home. No, I can't just wait. I can't just do that, can I? I kind of need to show you what happened here. But like, you can assume that everything has happened just like this, where I've gone around and mined all of everything, and it's all going into the interstellar logistics system. But of course, it's not just one. We've got several of them around the place. More stone mining, more iron and silicon. The iron and silicon is pretty much going straight out. Maybe not so much this one, but look, this one over. Let's look back over here. Okay, maybe it's not moving quite as quick as it used to be anymore. That's it. When we first started putting all of this together, the iron was flowing like a liquid out of here. But yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. You can see we got like 4 interstellar logistics vessels out though. That's interesting. That's interesting. So we got a fair number of these logistics towers scattered around. I basically just found anywhere where I felt like there was a high density of the mining nodes and just slapped one of these in the middle, and then anything that looked closer to it than anywhere else I connected up, and it worked out pretty well. We've got some of these like huge long lines of snaking belts everywhere, but isn't that part of the point of this game? I think it might very well be. Anyway, I said something about going home. I don't know, is there anything else we need to do with the... Oh, hey, relay station from the Hive to Lasath 4. That's where I am. Where are you going? Arrive in 46 seconds. Maybe I'm just gonna hang around for 40 odd seconds and see where they think they can land. What is this? Okay, well, maybe the percentages do mean more than they were letting on. I thought we were there, but like fill ratio 69%. Nice, by the way. Didn't know. Where are you gonna land? Everyone on the internet was very insistent that just getting the blue to cover everywhere would be enough. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, these two are close together. But yeah, maybe it wasn't. I like taking a moment and seeing the huge amount of travel going between this place and my original home planet already. That is quite amazing. 18 seconds already. Okay, that's pretty good. I would like more turrets down. Now that I'm taking a moment to actually think about what needs to happen here, we should probably do things like this. Am I carrying missiles? I am. Okay, we'll just kind of go around and slap a bunch of these. I'm wondering. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm wondering if I want to carry on managing my keyboard, put one of these next to all of the shield generators. That seems like a decent and not disproportionate number. Where are you, little machine that's coming your way here? Oh, it's running away. It's retreating distance. Okay, it's it's not arriving in 23. It's going back to the hive. Okay, well, what happens when it gets to the hive? That's interesting. What did I scare it just by putting down some missiles? Is that really what happened there? I mean, I would be scared. I'm definitely going to put down more. Definitely going to put down more. Look, there's the line that goes off to the seed. Interesting.
Flight mode.
So I wonder if it saw the number being less than 100%, went, yes, we can take that over, got here, and then couldn't find anywhere to land. That might actually be the case. That might actually be the case. All right, several loops of the planet later, and I believe this is the last missile silo to go down. Great, wonderful. Let's come back out to the map because the thing I was tracking doesn't exist anymore. It's gone back to the hive, look. It's gone back to the hive, and now I'm pointing directly at the hive. I wonder where the seed is in this contraption here. You know, it's a thing out there. Of course, the seeds are the seeds for the planetary bases that come out and get materials for the hive, and then they build up more materials to eventually lead an assault against me. I believe that is the purpose of the hive right now. But I did too well. I came and stole all of their materials off of them, or at least their resource planets off of them, and now they can't come and get me. So I'm feeling pretty safe right now in this system, at least. You know, we do have to recognize the fact that there is I mean, there's more to the game than what we're looking at, right? I mean, look at it. Ooh, look at you there, red giants, and we've got some B's and O types down there. Like these are serious. The purple ones we've got to watch out for. There's a black hole there. I've got a B type. I wonder if there's any neutron stars around. I do like neutron stars. They're like actually my favorite. As I often say, the last stop on the squeeze train before you leave the universe, you know, when gravity's really doing its thing, you can either be like, you know, a planet, a star, a white dwarf, a neutron star, or you leave the universe and become a black hole, right? Just imagine what that matter is doing there in the center of like the highest pressure that can actually be sustained in reality. It's weird stuff, man, and we called it pasta. That's the weirdest thing. There's like neutron spaghetti and linguine sheets and stuff like that in there. It's just shapes that the researchers thought they recognized in like the modeling that they did of the nuclear format there. Am I going to hit this planet? Am I going to overshoot it? But man, we're so food-centric humans. It's kind of crazy. Splash. Oh, I missed the water. What? And here come all the little fidget spinners. Oh, I'm right next to them all. Great. Okay, brilliant. I'm gonna take a moment here and let them refill me of all this. Actually, I don't want quite. Wait, don't want quite that many this time. I only need like 1,200 will do. 15, why not? Yeah, that's good. I was completely overloading myself with the belts so that we could go out and do some proper layup of the planet. Turns out I still needed to travel back at least once. Returning to the Tree of Contemplation, we need to take a moment and think about what our next plans are here. Now, obviously, we could just be like pushing our way down towards mission complete here, but even then, I don't think mission complete is actually going to be mission complete for us. I was, when I first started the game, quite excited about the fact that they had an end state, but since looking into the game, it's like Minecraft, right? The end state is just the beginning. But anyway, coming back over this way, I feel like I want to be making my way to this photonic spotlight mining. It's a much better mining vessel, but there's a couple of things that are in the way here. First off, I need to be able to make the gravity matrix. That's the green ones down here. It's still not even close to being able to do that. And the other thing is that to be able to make these, we need a whole bunch of like quantum chips and wave interference devices and Casimir crystals, and there's like some high strength glass. I might just start with the high strength glass. Let's do that. And whilst doing that, let's head on down to a little logistics spot over here. I know I was having a little bit of trouble. Okay, the glass is catching up now. We were having a little bit of trouble where on this planet we were running out of stone, so I had to swap this one over for an interstellar logistics, just so we could keep the Dyson swarm up. Could you imagine if the Dyson swarm collapsed, if I didn't notice that we weren't restocking the solar panels here? Oh, look how quick that was. That was great. Could you imagine, like, all the power running out and then having to try and, like, kickstart this factory back up? Oh, it would be so bad. And I was on another planet when it happened. I think what I might actually need to do is to put some alarms somewhere. If these two both completely stop, like we're done for. I think I might put it here. Yeah, let's do that, because this will be like a canary system, right?
If it falls under 10 cargo a second and we are not flowing, then it will let me know. This is a good canary, as I say, because this is the side that takes priority when it goes out to the factory. So if this run dries, if this runs dry, not dry runs, yeah, that was weird. If this runs dry, then I know we are in serious trouble. But I got interrupted during that talk. You may have noticed the weird cut. So I've also gone along and made myself the titanium glass factory here. It was the thing we just opened up, where titanium glass right there. We've got glass, we've got titanium, and we've got water. I don't know why water is used in that system, but it then comes down here. I don't think we've got a full belt on the go, so we could totally copy this out again, and it goes into the planetary logistics system when we are going to use it in future factories for building amazing things: Casimir crystals, quantum smelteries, and of course the photonic miners. But these are all things for the future, because I am going to have to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have gone off to a whole another planet. Sathflor took over the whole planet, got rid of all the bad guys that were over there, thus cutting off the hive's means of production. We stole the production for ourselves, and as you can see, we've got all of that being filtered back to our base. Oh look, also some coming off Lasath 3. I will see you guys next time. We're going to continue our expansion. The factory must grow. The factory must grow indeed, and that is what we'll do next time. But I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.